Hi, how are you doing today? I hope that you're starting your day off great, or if you're halfway through the day, that you've accomplished what you needed to. And even if you haven't, you know that it's okay. And God willing, there is another day to get what you need to do done. I just want to come today to talk about taking care of ourselves, and not in the sense that we are all used to, that we're all used to hearing about, that we're used to doing ourselves, but in a way that affects our minds, our bodies, our souls, emotionally, all together. When we think of self-care, how do we think about it? When we think of this, we automatically try to find time and money to get a manicure or pedicure, a massage, our hair done, and I'm sure you can think of so many other services that you could do. We pretty much paid to get ourselves pampered by someone else, or we spend the money on supplies in order to pamper ourselves in the comfort of our own homes or our own space. While this is good and very much needed, especially in a society like we have today, it is not the only thing that we should be focusing on. Let's not forget that we need to take care of ourselves both on the outside as well as on the inside. Managing challenging emotions and how to keep positive even in tough circumstances. We all have a range of needs, and these can span from the emotional and physical to spiritual. Acknowledging these needs and working to fulfill them can be a powerful act of self-care and helping yourself. All right, let's start with the body. Favoritism of the body over the mind. Believe it or not, we all do it, and it's very prevalent in our lives, in how we do things. We spend more time on taking care of our physical hygiene, such as showering, brushing our teeth, for example, rather than equally aiding to our psychological health. This gap must be closed, and physical and psychological health should be equal in terms of its importance and attention. Here's a good example. I am currently 33 months and 6 days pregnant. When I first started my pregnancy in my first trimester, the full trimester, actually going into my second, it was very hard. I was very sick. I couldn't even drink water. My body just wasn't taking anything, and I wasn't able to hold anything in. At that time, I feel that I was at my lowest. I wasn't taking care of myself, mentally, emotionally, and definitely not physically. But in that time, all that I could worry about was what I looked like physically. Does my hair look good? My clothes is starting to not fit me. I feel and I look horrible. I don't look like myself from 3 months ago, before I found out that I was pregnant, before I started to feel all of these symptoms. I was so worried about how I looked that I ignored how I felt about all that was happening around me. I felt lost. I felt lost that I could not be myself. We all have a set of feelings that are activated through failure. This will set you back and have you function differently. You convince yourself that you cannot do it because you find that once you try and it did not work or go according to your plan, you just give up right after that. Our mind is hard to change once it is set. But we have to change that. We need to break that cycle that brings us down and makes us feel unmotivated and unwilling. Another aspect of that comes out of this is low self-esteem. We talk ourselves down constantly. You are more vulnerable to failures and you beat yourself up even more, giving in to that low self-esteem attitude. We have to catch up on ourselves. We should not beat ourselves to a pulp, but try to get out of that bad space. This makes it easy to fall into depression if we continue to fall into that bad space repeatedly over and over again without learning from our past falls and our past mistakes. You must force yourself to concentrate on something other than your problem. I know, easier said than done, right? But we can do it, most definitely. It's all in your mindset, how you think, and how you choose to act out those thoughts. Battle negative thinking, taking action, changing responses to failure, protecting your self-esteem, and battling thinking you will not just heal your psychological wants. You won't only build resilience, but you will thrive.